So we have our multi-camera. We need these cameras to match. This is a difficult room to shoot in because we're shooting into windows. I try to move my camera so I'm shooting sideways to get a side light rather than be directly aimed at them. But we need to white balance, so I've got my multicam clip back here. I expand the multicam clip and I grab my white balance. This is camera 1. I'm just going to add it to the end. It won't be in sync, but it doesn't matter. And the camera 2 white balance, I'm going to add it here. So let's start with the one on top. We don't need the browser anymore, so we can close that. So we can see our two angles a little bit more. Angle 1 is the one that is currently being seen on the top. And then we can do our usual thing. Add in our curves. I don't want to see them. I don't need to see this so much as I need to see the in the viewer. I need to see the scopes. So I'm going to work right now with the lumiscope. Going to lower that down, get it to 0. Now it's a little overblown where it's sitting right now. I'm just going to lower that down. Now I'm going to bring on the crop tool, crop into my white card, change this to the RGB parade, and we see red is a little low, blue is a little high. So I'm going to bring red up to match. I'm going to bring the blue down to match, and I'll say reset, and my color correction that's done for that one. Now I need to switch this over here so that we're seeing the camera 2. So here's camera 2. Again, I'm going to add in some curves. I can work with the RGB. It's the same, just colored, and bring that down. This needs to come up a little bit to about here. Then we're going to crop in to the white. Red's a little bit high. Now remember, I did white balance in the camera, but still needs a little correction. Reset and done. So it is now color corrected for the most part. So I would like to make sure the face values are correct. I've changed to the vector scope. Bring my crop tool back on. I'm going to crop into a portion of her face. And I'm going to change to hue versus hue. You can see she's a little bit off the line. So I'm going to have to say done here so I can use a dropper. It won't work otherwise. Get the spot. And now I need to move that spot so that it goes on the skin tone line. Perfect. And now I need to see this again. So I'm going to select the crop tool, say reset. So I've got the whole thing. That's the correction to her skin. Now I would go to the hue versus saturation curve. We have to say done, it won't work. And it'll bring us to the same spot, and we have to decide whether we want more or less of that color. I like a little less, actually. I think that looks more natural in terms of skin tone. And of course, we do the same thing. Change the viewer to that again. And we do the same thing with skin tone in this one.